and welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back again today with a pick a card reading for you. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, I just want to thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your beautiful comments in the comment section to me and to each other. I really appreciate the environment you guys are helping me create. And if you're finding yourself here for the very first time, I just want to welcome you with open arms. Please pull up a chair, grab yourself a cup of tea, some snacks, and we'll have a little chat because we're all friends at my table. So today's pick a card is a message from the person that you are missing, a message perhaps from a soulmate in separation. A no contact situation is what we're looking at today. And we're asking the question, what does the person on your mind wish that they could say to you? We kind of have little messages in a bottle here for you to choose from. We have pile number 1 with the yellow flower and the bottle that has the key. I don't know if you can see the key charm there. Pile number 2 with the pink flower and the turtle charm. Kind of hard to see. Pile number 3 with the purple flower and the sea star charm. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting for you today. Again, the topic today is the person on your mind. What do they wish that they could say to you if they had zero filters, nothing standing in the way of expressing their true emotion? What do they wish that they could express to you? I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Pile 1, my timestamps are listed below. Hello everybody, in pile number 1 you were drawn to the yellow flower, or perhaps to the message in a bottle with the key. So whichever drew you to this pile, this is your message from the person on your mind. What do they wish that they could say to you? What does the person on your mind wish that they could say? We have the Strength card, the Stag. So Leo energy. What do they wish that they could say to you? We have the Empress, the Green Woman. Oh, we have the Magician. So 3 major arcana already out of the deck. So this person really considers this connection to be something very significant, and it's something that keeps sort of replaying in their life as themes. They keep kind of returning to this connection if it's been a long-standing no contact situation. We actually have the Archer on the back of the deck, the Chariot card here on the back of this deck. So let's keep going and clarify that Strength card, and then we'll get into the message. What do they wish they could say to you with zero filters? Clarifying the Strength card, please. We have the King of Pentacles, the Wolf, King of Stones. We have the Page of Arrows, the Page of Swords. Underneath the Empress, clarifying the Magician, please. What do they wish that they could say to you with zero filters? We have the Page of Cups, the Otter. The back of the deck energy is the Page of Pentacles, the Lynx. We also have the Archer back again, the Chariot as well. So let's talk about what they wish they could say to you. Back of deck energy is this Page of Pentacles with the Chariot. And there is this sense here, we have a lot of pages here, and there is a message coming through for some of you watching that when it comes to this connection, I feel like a little child. I feel like I'm ill-equipped to handle the emotions that surround this connection for me. And that Page of Pentacles on the back of the deck really talks about the desire to communicate with you, the desire for valuable communication to come in, not just flippant, you know, hey, how are you, kind of. They want an actual conversation. They want something that can bring them some clarity, that can bring closure. They want an actual valuable conversation, and there's a sense of determination behind it, the sense of movement. So this person could be getting frustrated in the wait, in the no contact situation that you guys find yourselves in. The Chariot is Cancer energy. It really talks about drive, determination, but it is a choice that somebody has to make. There is a decision associated with this. So there's a real message coming through that I want to act, I want to communicate with you, and I have things that I need to say to you. There is an essence of being lonely in this, in the energy of this pile right now. We're starting out with the Strength and the King of Pentacles, but when I was dishing out these cards, I just kept thinking lone wolf. It's hard for this person because they have to act very strong in their life. They have to act, or they feel like they have to act like a leader, like somebody that other people can look up to and depend on. So they don't feel like there is an open space for them to be vulnerable. They do have this responsibility that they feel is on their shoulders to maintain a certain persona, to maintain a certain amount of stability in their own, even in their emotional state. They have to maintain this kind of leveled off persona. And there's a loneliness to them. There's a sense of yearning here. When I looked at this card, he's howling at that moon, and the moon really represents our fears and things that we hold deep down inside, deeper knowings. So there is a sense of longing. There is a sense of the urge for communication, the urge to even quench the fears that I have inside of me to be vulnerable. There is a message coming through as well. They wish that they could let you know that that they are watching you, that they are keeping their tabs on you, that they have been keeping eyes on you. If you have social media, they have been liking what they see as well, because we do have the beautiful Empress with this Page of Swords. This is somebody that you could have went to school with, because the Page of Swords really represents a student of life, somebody who really values learning, values again, communication, clarity. And it's something that they're seeing perhaps through your social media that is really igniting this fire, is really giving them this sense of the desire to start up something new, to start up communication, because they're thinking you're looking amazing. And they really want to express that with this beautiful Empress, especially for, oh, I'm so sorry for the wobble. Particularly this Empress in this deck, she's just so voluptuous to me. She's just got this beautiful, full stomach. She's just this gorgeous, voluptuous woman, full of abundance. And so this person really wants to let you know that they find you exceptionally attractive, and they would like to put you on that pedestal, but they're also putting themselves kind of on a different level with you. They do have a lot of responsibility, and they themselves, I feel like, are pretty good looking themselves, but they don't. It's like somebody good looking who doesn't really know that they're good looking. Like, you could tell them and they would just brush it off, because that's not something they value in themselves. But I feel like they are actually very attractive, but they don't put themselves on the same level as you. We have a lot of pages here, and they're putting you up on this top level as this Empress. So they are putting the focus on you, and they kind of want to leave that focus on you. And the desire for communication is so strong with the Magician, with the Page of Cups. It's like, I have a lot that I have to express. And in some instances, they're saying, you know, it took me some time to kind of grow up enough to be able to even understand the feelings that I was having. But the Page of Vessels expresses this desire for an emotional new start with you, something that they can delve in deeper. And it comes up out of the blue as well in the future position here. So there could be communication coming in for some of you. If you are in no contact, this person is really giving strong thoughts to communicating with you in the future. So let's delve a little bit deeper here. What do they wish that they could say to you? With zero filters, what do they wish that they could say? Four of Wands. Woo, a little bit of explosion here. We have the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles coming out. Let's clarify that Four of Wands. What do they wish they could say, please, Spirit, pile number one? What do they wish that they could say? We have the Ace of Wands. We have the King of Cups reversed. And we have the Devil. Back of the deck energy is the Hanged Man here with the Five of Pentacles. I'm going to move this over. So this Hanged Man energy is a certain surrender to the position that I find myself in the here and the now. It's like I've accepted the fact that this connection is very important and strong and something that I can learn from, but I'm also not really ready to kind of address my practical situation in my life. So they are communicating for some of you. I don't feel like it's a message for all of you, but some of you, this person feels like they are stuck in some roles, in some responsibility. for some of you watching, I do feel like this could have been a very long-standing no contact situation, and I'm talking years. I'm talking years. Feeling left out in the cold. And the loneliness message continues here because the Five of Pentacles really talks about feeling separate, feeling a certain amount of poverty on an emotional level here, because we are talking about love, we are talking about feelings instead of a physical sense. And this person does feel trapped in that loneliness and trapped in their position right now. We have the Four of Wands with the Ace of Wands. And there is a sense here with that Four of Wands that somebody could be married. So take that as it resonates. And there's an acknowledgement here too with the Ace of Wands. Lots of fantasy happening. Lots of ideas kind of swirling around in your person's head, trying to think up of ways to kind of bridge the divide. And I feel like this is a wonderful way for them to kind of escape their reality. I feel like they fantasize a lot about you. And in that fantasy, in the thought of you, they have come to the realization that some of you, they wonder if this could be a twin flame situation. They wonder if this could be a soulmate kind of situation. The Four of Wands does speak of a knowledge of a deeper connection. It's the 1111 twin flame card for me. We do have the Ten of Swords and the King of Cups reversed. So there is a huge over-the-top emotional response that your person is feeling when they think of you sometimes. Despite the fact that they try to be strong and stoic with that King of Pentacles, there's this overwhelmed emotional outburst that I'm sensing with this Ten of Swords. It's like, I'm so in pain because of the separation. Nothing else can be done to me. It couldn't get any worse than this. And with the King of Cups reversed, he is the most emotional out of all of the knights, or all of the kings, I'm sorry. And in reverse position, he can almost be a bit emotionally manipulative with his emotion because he doesn't see anything outside of himself. And so this person, I don't know if it's something they're seeing on social media, but something has triggered this intense fire, or this intense, it's like an eruption wanting to happen, and it's plummeted them into this moment of despair, but it's also ignited fantasy inside of them as well. So they could be watching your social media, perhaps seeing you partnering up with other people. Take that as it resonates, but something has happened in the current energy that really speaks to this over-the-top emotional response of like, should I let go of this connection? It's been so long. And that, I feel like timing has a lot to do with their mentality at this right moment, because we have the Knight of Pentacles too, and he is such a slow-moving energy. And this person really feels like, you know, they have run out of time. They've missed that chance. They've missed the boat because of this entrapment that they feel. And they also want to express too that they feel an addiction to this. They feel an addiction to the thought of you. It is something that kind of circles around in their mind, and there is a certain amount of codependency that they feel. But like I said, it feels like a really good distraction because they're not feeling appreciated in their current situation. And they've had this over-the-top emotional response to something they've seen perhaps on your social media. So take that as it resonates. So let's get a couple of messages here. What do they wish they could say with no filters, please, Spirit? What do they wish they could say? Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And this is really the Magician card, and we did have the Magician here for you. That desire for communication. He is ruled by the communication planet of Mercury. So this person is really giving strong consideration or fantasy to this thought of contact. Something is holding them back, though. We have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. There is a sense of a timing issue with your person. They are concerned about the length of time it's taking to kind of reconnect with you. But Spirit is saying that this is a very intense connection, and with all of these major arcana, there is something very important about this connection in your experience here. You did write this person into your chart. Retreat time. It's time to disconnect from the world, but I feel like you have been in retreat for quite a, whoops, sorry about the wobbles, quite a while. Oh, I dropped some on the floor, as always. Okay, we have lightning and love call. So sudden change, shocking news, surprise, upheaval, or transformation. And love call, someone expresses love, a message of love thinking of you and letting you know. I do feel, like I said, it's maybe been a long time coming, this reconnection, or the desire for reconnection here. We have wedding rings at the back of the deck. So like I said, I feel like for some of you watching, there is a marriage involved, perhaps on your end, on their end. So take that as it resonates. But this person is giving a lot of consideration to bridging that gap, to communicating with you. The Magician in that Page of Cups shows that communication could come in the future when you completely least expect it, right out of the blue. What do they wish that they could say to you? No filters. Meditate and contemplate. And that's Spirit's way of kind of trying to urge them out of that Ten of Swords mentality, because the Ten of Swords truly is about letting go of something that we are codependent upon, that we have transfixed ourselves upon. But it's about formulating a new plan. It's about looking at things logically instead of on an overly emotional place, a place of despair. And we have nothing will come of this situation, Void Course and Moon. That card comes out as a warning. It's a warning that nothing changes if nothing changes. This period of time that it seems to be stretching out, where you have been in disconnect, these stagnancy issues, it's like all of the thought stays in the head. There's no action behind it. So that's the warning from Spirit, that, you know, your life, your love life, everything expands to the proportion of your courage. So if this person doesn't have the courage to move forward, then nothing could come out of this situation. It could remain stagnant. It says, be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. A reminder of all of the power that we wield as well. Oh, too many. What do they wish they could say? Please, no filters. We have Instinct coming out. We also have the Workaholic card. So I do feel like this person does throw themselves into work and into the roles that they have in life right now. And I think that they take them very seriously. But this card always makes me think about people who wear different masks according to their company. So we have the moon imagery here, which again speaks about those emotions that we push down deep, the inner knowings that we have, and the insecurity that we feel to reveal our truth to the world. So this person could be really feeling like they are at the head of some sort of situation where they are responsible for a lot of things, and they wear different masks in accordance to who they're with. I don't feel like anybody at all in their current, the people in their current circle, I don't think anybody knows that they think about you at all. And I do feel like they do throw themselves into a lot of work. We have Balance here. And it's so funny with this card because it does remind me of Temperance, but all of these people underneath are very unhappy. And it's like this person's trying to maintain so much balance for so many different people, but it's actually not resulting in the results that they want. Nobody's actually 100% happy in this situation. Do they wish they could say no filter, please? We have the Black Egg. Oh, I don't like that over the Knight of Pentacles coming out. The egg, as I said in multiple, readings, I say it a lot, the egg holds the potential for everything. We have Tarantula. But the Black Egg particularly speaks about things expiring, things going beyond their expiry date, taking too long. And with the Knight of Pentacles, that is the big fear here for your person. I'm taking too long. It's like wanting to turn this energy upside down. All of the thought of you is in the mind. It's a very lonely place. Their head chakra is all lit up, but they could come down from there anytime they want. The tarantula does speak to patience, and Spirit is saying there is divine timing at work here, but it could be this fear of taking too long that could spur the movement here. We do have the swans at the back of the deck, which really speaks to me about soulmate, twin flames, mirroring each other's emotional state as well. So I feel like there could be a lot of mirrored energy. Let's get a couple messages from this person. Whoops. If they had 0 filters, what would they say right this moment, please? I knew the first moment that I saw you that this was special, and I do want a new beginning. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. I don't want anyone to get hurt. And I really feel strongly like there could be a family situation for some of you watching. Not all of you, but for some of you watching. For others, I almost feel like it could be a job that sort of takes the majority of this person's attention. Something is holding me back. Back of the deck says, I'm a different person than you remember. If you knew this person from the time they were a child, they're trying to tell you that they've grown, they've matured, they have a lot more responsibility now. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong deck. I did. Let me grab a different one. Grab the wrong one. Okay. This connection is too intense for me. And you are like a dream. And I feel like they spend a lot of time perhaps dreaming about you as well. A lot of moon imagery here. I don't know how you feel. And I'm too afraid that you will reject me. Home is wherever you are. Oh. And I thought I had more time in the past. It's very, again, timing really seems to be on this person's mind a lot. I will find my way back to you. What do you want from me? The back of the deck energy says, I'm ready to reach out. And like I said, for some of you, you know, keep an eye on that. They could be reaching out in the future. Let's get a charm bowl for you. If you're new to this channel, every pile I end with a charm bowl. With my teeny tiny tarot and my charms. What do they wish they could say? 0 filters, please, Spirit. Message in the bowl for them. For group 1. We have the Ace of Cups. Oh, 5 of Pentacles. And the Judgment. Oh my goodness. This person, you know, they're kind of consolidating this reading. They're saying, you know, we've had the 5 of Pentacles. I'm feeling left out in the cold. I'm feeling disconnected from you. And it's not a reflection of how I feel. And I don't know how you feel, but I want to be able to express myself. I have a real desire to express myself to you. And I almost feel like I could explode with it. There is a real deep sense of wanting to almost return from the dead. It's like this sense of complete silence and wanting to return and make a way, make a new beginning with the Judgment card. And there is a deep sense of longing here from your person. So we have Scorpio in the bowl. We have also the monkey. So children could be a factor in your life, in your person's life, but it's also about sort of the sense of addiction, something that kind of stays with me no matter where I go. The monkey on your back. We have live your dream. This person could be very artistic and perhaps own their own business. When it comes to this workaholic card, they could be someone who is an entrepreneur. So take that as it resonates. We have the dragon. The dragon reminds me of the divine masculine, the emperor card. It's really about somebody who armors themselves for battle to protect themselves. A very leadership type of quality here. We have the heart. We have Taurus in the bull. We have the rabbit, which is an animal that is always very aware of its surroundings. Again, the message coming through that I'm watching you. I'm keeping an eye on your social media. If you think we're in complete no contact, I do see you. We have the moon with the star. You know, hope. Despite the no contact, despite the disconnect, there is hope here. All right, group number 1, that is what I have for you. These are some of the things that your person on your mind wish that they could say with 0 filter. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and join our community. Please check out my links below. And I really wish that you come back and visit me on another day here at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello, everybody in group number 2. You were drawn to the pink flower, or perhaps to this little wishing bottle with the turtle charm. And this is your reading. The person on your mind, what do they wish that they could say to you with 0 filters? What is their message for you with 0 filters? I'm using the Joie de Vivre Tarot for you today. What do they wish they could say to you with 0 filters? a noise. Somebody's driving down the street with a small opinion of themselves. We have the Justice card coming out first. What do they wish they could say to you? The Ace of Swords. The Three of Coins, the Three of Pentacles. What do they wish they could... Hello. We have the Seven of Coins reversed. What do they wish they could say to you? No filter. The Empress. This is very interesting, because in the last pile we had the Empress up here and the Ace of Swords down here. Or sorry, the Page of Swords down here. So, very similar. What do they wish they could say? Three of Swords. I'm sorry about the wobble. Back of deck is the Queen of Pentacles here and the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Coins. So what did they wish that they could say to you with zero filters? That Queen of Pentacles on the back of deck with the Ace of Pentacles really speaks of the desire to communicate. And there are some similarities here between pile 1 and pile 2. So could be some cross energy happening here. That Queen of Pentacles is somebody that is in a secure position. And I do feel like this person could be keeping tabs on you, and they are kind of acknowledging that some of you could be a parent, some of you could be a mother. You are in a position of authority. You are in a position of caring for others. And there is a desire to speak with you. Like they're trying to say, you know, with the Ace of Pentacles, that it's like almost a sense of like, I know it's only a matter of time before we speak again. And there is that kind of assurance. The attitude is kind of there, this assured attitude that, you know, somewhere out there we're going to have this moment where we're going to kind of be able to rehash things or reconnect, or at least to go over everything that happened, because the Judgment is present. And that Judgment really speaks about, you know, a desire to start again, a desire to pop back up into your life out of the blue. But I have this sense of like an assurance in my mind, this assurance that yes, this is going to happen. We do have the Justice with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Now the Justice talks about things that are owed, things that are right and real and just and true. It talks about the truth of the situation. And I feel like it took this person a while to kind of truly appreciate perhaps what the potential was here. There's this sense of like, I waited a little bit too long. The Seven of Coins reversed. There is an impatience surrounding it. And there is a sense too that I gave up too soon. I gave up too soon. I didn't work hard enough. I threw in the towel with this Seven of Pentacles reversed. It's like I didn't get the reward that I was owed too. There is this sense of like something, we belong together, or the two of us were it's like we were destined to be, and I didn't get what I was owed either. I gave up too soon. That clarity didn't come in until now is really what I'm hearing. I didn't get the clarity until recently that this was something that could have led to more, that it was something I could have built a foundation upon, that we could have had a lot more. And the realization of that is very heartbreaking to this person, is very sad. The Three of Swords. You can see this person is looking over at the flames. There could be a third person involved as well with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. I feel like you could be partnered up. You could have a family. We do have the Empress, the Queen of Coins. They are very representative of children, family, somebody very compassionate with a very loving heart. It's a motherhood type of feeling. So there is this sense of like, I've missed that chance and I let that slip through my fingers and somebody else snapped it up. A real acknowledgement of what they've lost here with the Empress, especially this Empress. She's got those skulls around her skirt. It's like all of the hearts that were left behind, because you were and are somebody incredibly special and unique that a lot of people failed to recognize in time, is what I'm hearing. They failed to recognize your beauty, your potential in time. And this person is included themselves in that. They are acknowledging that I wish that I I wish I was the one with you. And I keep hearing this old country song in my head from Lori Morgan. And my mom used to watch Country Music Channel all the time. So Lori Morgan sang the song about her girlfriend who borrowed her favorite dress, and she borrowed her girlfriend's best perfume, and then the guy that she wanted went home with her friend, and she just, it's like, I'm watching you walk away in my favorite dress. And that's really what this person is thinking about. They're watching you walk away, and that's very heartbreaking for them. Let's get some, whoops, I keep banging tonight. The Ace of Pentacles. They wish that they could open up a new line of communication. They want to open up a new door with you. That Ace of Pentacles really speaks about wanting to talk. Page of Swords. You could have known this person when you were in school, perhaps. Or you could have went to school with them with that page coming out. He is truly the Ace of Swords, the Page of Swords. He is kind of like the student of the tarot deck. He wants knowledge, he wants truth paramount. He doesn't always have the maturity to handle that truth, but he wants it. So this person definitely, as I said, is keeping tabs on you, keeping tabs on your social media if you have it. And whatever way they're able to keep tabs on you. If you have mutual friends, they're doing it that way. And as I said, for some of you watching, we do have the 10 of Wands coming out. What do they wish they could say to you? Zero filter. You have the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles coming out. And we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, as you'll recall, underneath. Let's clarify that. Page of Swords, please. Justice again. Four of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Three of Cups. So definitely feel like there could be a third-party situation here. We have the Magician as well. Could be a third-party situation on their end, on your end. Take that as it resonates. But this Magician, they're saying, you know, I want to conjure this whole thing up. I'm trying to create a way. And there is this sense of ownership when it comes to you. And I don't want to use the word like ownership, but there is a real sense of, this is my person. This is the person I'm supposed to be with. There's a realization in their mind that this is the situation that could have made them very happy. We have the Justice out twice, so I do feel like there could be a marriage involved here somewhere along the lines, not between you and this person, but in general. And that's what they're seeing, and that's what's kind of causing this feeling of insecurity inside of them. There is a sense of longing and wanting to tell you how they feel, but I feel like they're almost very respectful of the boundary that this Justice card represents. They're respectful of that, despite the fact that they do feel an ownership to you. They do feel this sense of, it's like a greedy little piggy holding on to those, holding on to these pentacles, protecting their heart, not being 100% emotionally vulnerable with you. But they really wish that they could tell you that they feel like the two of you belong together, and this is a burden that they carry. They carry this. And I don't know if this was a friendship situation, because there is a friendship connotation with the Three of Cups, and it talks about the desire for a reunion, the desire for homecoming. And this is a burden that this person is now carrying after this realization of this depth of feeling that they have. Excuse me. We have the Ace of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles, and I feel like they're saying, you know, I will wait. It's an impatient type of wait, but I will wait because I gave up too soon. This is kind of my comeuppance. It's like it's that card I have. I made my bed. I will sit and wait, and while I kind of work out my karma here. The desire to communicate with you and to reveal themselves is huge, but they also have a fear as well that they don't know how you feel. They don't know how you're feeling about the whole situation, and that makes them feel vulnerable too. Let's get some oracle cards for you. What do they wish they could say to you with zero filter? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. That Page of Swords slices through any insecurities sometimes too. Sometimes your person, I feel like, because they don't know how you feel, really represented here by the Seven of Cups, it's about, all of these fantasies and illusions, but it's about confusion as well. It's about not knowing how somebody feels for us, not feeling secure in that feeling. And sometimes that plays on your person's confidence, and they're like, well, are my feelings real? It's like they don't want to admit their own feelings of intensity if they don't know how you feel. But, your feelings are real. This person's feelings are real. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This person is expressing that they've never had the opportunity to express their passion with you, and that's something they really want. The Ten of Wands here, it's a burden that they're carrying, and they've been carrying it for a long time. It's blinding them. And they do feel alone in the burden as well. They don't, because they're confused about your feelings, and because they see you perhaps in another situation of security in a relationship, perhaps with a family, they feel very alone in that burden. They feel like you don't share that burden. Even if you do have the same kind of feelings for them, your appearance of whatever they're seeing online, you appear very confident, very happy in your life. What do they wish they could say to you? We have faith. They wish that they could express to you that they really hope that down the road your paths will cross. They're really hoping that they can conjure up a new kind of beginning with you. And we do have the prayer. It's like making lemonades out of lemons. And somebody in this connection, I feel like, is making the best out of their situation. And I feel like it could be coming from you, actually. It's like this sense of, well, I'm living a very happy, productive life, but there is this sense of something missing. We have joy at the back of the deck. Paramount. This person wants to tell you that they want you to be happy and that they hope that you're happy, and that thinking of you brings them a certain amount of happiness. We have coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. I do feel like this person didn't really have the inkling that they felt this way until there was separation. We do have addiction as well, codependent, obsession, possession. That's what the word I was looking for earlier, very possessive feeling, controlling. And I don't want to say that they were like the controlling type in the past, but there's something about how you make them feel. There's something about the passion that you incite inside of them that really makes them, it's almost a scary feeling, to be honest. Sometimes I feel like it scares them, this feeling of intensity that they feel for you. Wedding rings at the back of the deck. I do feel like there could be a marriage here somewhere, so take that as it resonates. Adjustments are required. There is an acknowledgement here that you're both living your life. You're both out there living lives completely separate of each other, and huge adjustments would be required in order for this connection to come back around to it. But nothing is insurmountable, but in this case they are saying, huge adjustments would be required, especially on your end. A time to give rather than to take, and bring love into the situation. There is and I wanted to say, there's a beautiful sense of responsibility with this person, because especially with this card coming out, a time to give rather than to take over the Justice card, because I really feel like, and I mean, it's coming across terribly, but they're saying, I'm almost doing you a favor by staying away, because I know that if I return to you, I'm going to muddle things up, and I'm going to make things confusing, and I'm the confused one right now, and I'm comfortable in that place, and I don't want to extend that confusion to you. There is this sense of almost self-sacrifice in their position. We have the cheetah, but lying in wait as well, and the camel. Again, that assurance that I said at the beginning, there's a certain amount of assurance in this person's mindset that it's only a matter of time before I'm going to get to revisit the situation. This cheetah, the camel, the cheetah is the fastest land animal, but it can only sprint. So it has to be very choosy about the times that it kind of sprints into an opportunity. And that camel is a beautiful reflection of endurance and what something can be put through. This connection has been put through an incredible drought, but it's like that Sia song. I just keep hearing that song, I've got stamina. And that's what this person is saying. Like, I have this full confidence that eventually I'm going to have this opportunity, because it feels to them like an energy that is pulling them in. You know, they feel like there's something right and true about this connection that needs to be acknowledged and expressed in a way. And so they are saying, you know, I've got the stamina to kind of wait for my opportunity to come charging in. And so right now I'm staying in the background because I know that that's what you need right now in your situation. So there is a certain amount of cockiness almost to this person. If they could say anything right this moment with zero filter, what would they say? Past life connection. So you may have spent many lifetimes with this person. Or this could be a past life in this lifetime, or it was a long time ago, a friendship situation. Because they are saying, I'm different. I'm different than the person that you grew up with. I'm different than the person you remember. I have evolved. I have grown. But still, this thought of you with someone else drives me crazy. And with that Four of Pentacles, again, that sense of possession, that sense of wanting you and having no one else have you. It's like that Pink Sweat song, you know, body ain't me. I don't want anyone on you if that body's not me. I want a new beginning. But I am afraid of rejection right now. Back of the deck says, I do dream of a second chance. Oops. Let me out of the friend zone. And we do have that Three of Cups. Like I said, it could be a friendship situation. They never had the chance to express themselves on a physical place with you. We have I want you. This is double-sided. It also says, losing you is my biggest regret. And these double-sided cards, you know, it's like what they say versus what they really truly want to say underneath it all. Losing you is my biggest regret. I want to be your knight in shining armor. And I felt an instant connection with you. I'm ready to reach out. And I'm drowning in my desire for you. I will say, you know, the Magician is ruled by communication planet of Mercury. He does sometimes talk about communication, so this person is considering coming in. We need to talk. I don't know how you feel. Back of the deck says, I try not to miss you and I wish that I was better at it. Let's get a charm bowl for you. What would they like to say with zero filter, please? Any last messages in the bowl of what they'd like to say? Seven of Pentacles again. They're getting so impatient. Patient yet impatient. They're like, I'm impatiently waiting for this. Like that cheetah. I'm biding my time, but it's like my muscles are twitching. My muscles are starting to twitch. We do have the Knight of Wands. And it's like when you watch a cat or a kitten or something chasing after something where their back legs, their butt just starts to wiggle a little bit. That's what I see right now. I'm seeing just something just antsy, can't help itself, wants to come charging in with all of that passion and fire at the Knight of Wands. He really takes all of that passion, that inspired thought, and he charges in, but he doesn't have a plan afterwards. That's the problem. He is very self-serving as far as instant gratification. He doesn't always have a plan. And the Emperor is there to kind of rein him in, because he really is the clear thinker. He's like, hold your horses, buddy, because we need to have a plan of action, a plan of attack. So that's where kind of these two energies are fighting with each other, the cheetah and the camel. It's like we need to be patient. We need to be patient despite the fact that you feel this urge to come running in. Oops, we have big ones in the bowl tonight. Okay, today rather. Okay, so we have some big ones in the bowl. Might be cloudy. We have an E in the bowl. We have the money bag, so this person could be really consider working on their coin. They could be in a place of financial stability. We have the chili pepper because they really want to express their physical desires to you. We have the little charm that says, I love my dog, and it's got a little, so you could have a family pet. Just be. A message to stay in the present moment. We have a G in the bowl. Let's move this out for a moment. Taurus in the bowl, as well as Gemini. We have a feather looking at things from a higher perspective. We also have a snowflake, so winter could be very significant to this connection for you. It's also that it's like you're in the winter, you're in disconnect, everything's kind of cold, there's no contact. We have the seahorse going with the flow. And then we have this shell, and from back here, you know, the shell looks fine. The shell looks like a perfect shell, but it's not until you get it really close up that you notice that it's riddled with holes. So I feel like this person is very good at hiding their truth, and honestly, I feel like that represents you. This is really kind of the Empress shell, that motherhood, that Queen of Coins shell, and it really represents the fact that you hide your own truth very well. It's not until you truly inspect it that you would know that this is something missing inside of you. All right, group number 2, that is what I have for you. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and join my community. You can check out my links below as well. And I really hope that you come back and visit me here on another day at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hello everybody, in pile number 3, you were drawn to this purple flower, or perhaps to the message in a bottle with the blue starfish, and this is your reading. A message from the person on your mind. What do they wish they could say to you with zero filter? What do they wish they could say to you with zero filter, group 3? What do they wish they could say to you with zero filter? We do have the Father of Swords starting out the reading. The King of Swords. We have the the Mother of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And we do have the Mother of Swords as well. What do they wish they could say to you with zero filter, please, Spirit? We have 2. We have the World, and we have the Ten of Wands. What do they wish they could say to you with zero filter? We have the Ace of Swords. This person could definitely be an air sign. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. We have the Ten of Cups. Back of the deck is the Death card. Kind of a very sad depiction of the Death card and the Magician. Now, the Magician's shown up every 3, all of these piles have had the Magician today, so I find that very interesting. So there is this focus on the desire to communicate with you, but this person particularly is really, they're clinging to logic because they feel like it's over. They feel like they've kind of created this situation where it's over. And they are trying to be really logical, and they are trying to kind of come to terms with the fact that they feel like it could be over, because this Death card really speaks about a change of state, a change of a rebirth of sorts, or what this connection is kind of has gone through here. I feel like your person would love to kind of revisit the situation with the Magician. They would love to conjure it up, but we have the Hermit underneath too, so there is a real sense of loneliness, and it's like a sense of retreat. They don't know how to make that happen. And over here with the King of Swords, we do have the World and the Ten of Wands, and when they fell out, all I could hear in my head was, I need closure so much. I just need closure so much. And I feel like if I can just get that closure, then it would bring about a lot more feelings of happiness in me. Because this person is really saying that sometimes the clarity, sometimes the realization of the disconnect here almost makes them feel physically sick to their stomach. And this could be a reversed energy. This could be you. I don't know if there's sometimes when you physically feel ill when you think about this, or you physically get this, because sometimes this Queen of Pentacles reverse can really talk to me about a physical ailment happening to my body. Like, it brings me to such an emotional state that I feel sick. And I try so desperately to pull myself up out of that feeling. We have the King and the Queen of Swords here. King and the Queen of Swords. So it's like I'm trying desperately to pull myself out of these feelings, but there's also this sense of like, don't we belong together? Like the sense of don't we belong together? And there's some kind of practical consideration in the center that separates us. There's some, it could be a financial situation as well, a financial dependency on another relationship situation that kind of prohibits movement here as well. So there, I feel like there's some sort of financial tie as well. Some sort of, somebody could be financially dependent on another person, and that really or there's a financial dependence or a practical concern in the home that kind of stops movement here. We do have the Ten of Cups as well, which can represent a family home as well. We're going to get some clarity on this in a moment. Where is my deck? It's completely gone. It's just disappeared. Oh, there it is. But this person is also saying, you know, I want to speak my truth, and I feel like that's the only way I can alleviate this discomfort in me, because it is such a burden. The Ten of Wands talks about something that is so heavy to carry. And the World card talks about that closure and the desire to kind of create a beautiful shift in energy, because this person is saying, you know what, if this is over, it's over, but it's like, I need to hear it from you. I need to hear it from you that there's no place for us, that this will never ever happen for us. Ace of Pentacles. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry. My flowers don't want to stay up. Three of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles. They are truly kind of wanting to, it's like they're putting all of their eggs in the basket of getting that clarity from you, from getting the closure that they need from you. And for some of them, they're saying, you know, there was a friendship situation here that existed, and I never revealed myself. I was never truthful about my true feelings here with that Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups reflects the desire to reunite with you as well. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. This person wishes that they could talk with you. They really want closure here. They really want to lay it all out on the line, is what I'm hearing. They want to lay it all out. Both of these cards came out reversed. Excuse me. And I don't feel like that's an accident, because they're really communicating that I feel like if we could just talk things out, then I could, right now they're feeling so lost and disconnected and so out in the cold. But communicating with you, talking with you, could bring me a beautiful recovery, could bring me some hope in a situation. And the Hanged Man, you know, when we see him revert, or when we see him in the upright position, it is about surrendering to your situation. And I feel like there was a certain amount of surrender to their role in your life, and I feel like they could have been friend zoned for some of you in the past. And this card, you know, came out reversed. It's about, you know, sometimes I almost feel like a victim with this card a little bit when it's in the reverse position. I feel like, especially with that Queen of Pentacles reverse, sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit of a victim in the situation. But the Ace of Swords sitting underneath says that, you know, in reality, I know deep down that I had power in the situation. I could have made moves, and I made choices that kind of resulted in inaction, that resulted in stagnancy. And so the Hanged Man reminds us that we can come down from that tree whenever we want and walk away and create movement with this thought, instead of leaving it up there, instead of leaving it in our crown chakra, putting it to good use. So this person is acknowledging that they didn't act when they should have. But they also want you to know that just talking with you could alleviate a lot of their pain. They want truth. They want clarity. They want to reveal themselves. Queen of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. We also have the Seven of Pentacles here on the back of the deck. For some of you, I feel like this has been a very long disconnected period with that Seven of Pentacles, because I just feel like I planted my seeds a long time ago, and now I'm worried that it's never going to ripen. I'm worried that I'm never going to get a chance to reap what I've sown. There's acknowledgement here too that you have ascended, that you have leveled up, that you have grown, that you have, you know, I don't know if they're watching your social media or how they know this, but they're projecting you as this beautiful evolved creature, this beautiful Queen of Wands. And she is such a wonderful energy. She is warm and loving and charismatic and so many wonderful things, but she also has that black cat to remind us that she can have a fiery temper. So this person may be concerned about how you will view them and how you will view the situation. They are concerned about, you know, offering up this communication and perhaps where you stand. Some of them are concerned that you are moved on into a family situation, and that's why you won't be very open to kind of receiving any communication from them. So take that as it resonates. There is an acknowledgement here that they don't want to mess up anything that you have kind of put in place for yourself. But they are also saying that talking with you is the only way that they can alleviate some of their discomfort. And they are saying, I am pretty uncomfortable right now with this Ten of Wands. They are saying too, you know, I would love to have an emotional new start here. I would love to be able to reveal myself, and I would love, you know, to, my cup runneth over. There's a lot of love that is associated here. This person has deep affection for you, but there's also enough respect for what you kind of amassed in your life that I feel like they would be respectful of that. I wish they could say zero filters, please. We have self-worth. They feel, excuse me, feeling put out in the cold, feeling rejected, this feeling rejection that they had in the past in this connection really played a part in their self-esteem, or they allowed it to play a part in their self-esteem. So the disconnect and feeling left out in the cold, it was something I feel like they really had to push through, this opinion of themselves, and they really based upon what they felt your opinion of them was at the time. It wasn't a truthful thing. It didn't come from a place of truth, but it was from a place of insecurity. We have soulmate. They really wish that they could say to you, like, if they had zero filters, they would communicate with you that they think that this is it for them, that they think that this that the two of you are kind of destined to be, in a sense. We have wedding. The situation involves marriage. For some of you, like I said, I feel like there's this acknowledgement that there could be a family situation. So take that as it resonates. We have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your youthful spirit to have fun and shine. This card really reminds me of the flirt card. I always think about a situation like a friendship situation where there was a heavy amount of flirtation going on. There was probably even knowledge of the affections on both sides, but not enough courage to step out of that friend zone and make the effort. Great love is worth the steps you're guided to take. And again, the beautiful imagery here with the children on the deck, I feel like you could have known this person for a really long time in the past. So somebody that you may have grown up with. Really heavy type of flirtation vibe. Playfulness. Have faith in your dreams. They really want to communicate with you that they do dream about you and that they don't want to let go of the possibility of somewhere there's a place for the two of you. We do have the Magician. He does conjure up what he wants. He wields the power over his situation. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. That's a beautiful message. Your person is really saying, I respect what you've built for yourself, and I don't have any desire to ruin anything that you have going. But to let you know that we have the Magician twice, that this transition is painful for me, that this is difficult for me. Back of the deck is surrender to the divine. So a real call to surrender to the situation, to surrender to divine timing. What do they wish they could say? Filter, please. Healing heart. They wish that they could tell you that they are trying to heal their heart. It says freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction. They are trying, what they desperately want here is healing. What they desperately want is movement, I feel. And even at the end of the day, if all they could get is closure, they feel like you're the key to that closure. In truth, they are the key to their own healing inside, and that's, you know, something that they could aspire to, is to heal that inside of themselves. But right now they're at a mindset that you're the only one that could give that to them, is that healing, because they do feel codependent in this situation as well. We have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So like I said, lots of love for you with that Ace of Cups, lots of affinity for you. And it says unconditional, and I do really sense that to be true. Like this feels like a soulmate situation. This person hasn't stopped thinking about you if it's been a long time, and they won't stop thinking. We do have mirroring each other in the back of the deck. So I feel this is something that you struggle with as well. The disconnect, perhaps. We got two there. You do have Phoenix on back of deck, though. Wanting to rise from the ashes, wanting to create something brand new. We have the Firefly and we have the Owl. We started out with the King and the Queen of Swords too, and we have the beautiful Owl here. This Owl speaks to this person's cling to logic. The only power that they feel like they have right now is this cling to logic and trying to look at everything from a higher perspective. And that is the encouragement that Spirit has for you as well, is to look at things from a logical point of view instead of an emotional point of view. Because it's when we start to really focus on the emotional disconnect that we thrust ourselves into feelings of sadness, disconnect, feeling left out in the cold. And the Firefly Spirit really reminds us that there is a light that is kind of in this connection, and to not let that go out. It's almost like a desperate plea from your person to not let that hope inside, that little light, go out. It reminds me of the Maggie Rogers Light On song. It's like, if you're through, then I'm through too. But if you're going to leave a light on, then I'll leave a light on. Like, I'll leave this light on because I don't want to give up that hope inside of me. Let's get some messages from this person. If they could say anything with the zero filter, what would they say to you right this moment? I dream of a second chance with you. And I dream of being reckless. So you are in their dreams quite a bit. They are, and we have a lot of moon imagery here. Like they think about you all the time. It's an obsessive type of thing. No one knows I still think about you. So it is a secret that I keep. I've made my bed and now I have to lie in it. I made choices in the past that have led me to this point in my life. And I'm fearful of acting. I do feel that. Like, it's like I could act. This person could act if they wanted to, but they have a fear of acting, and they also are trying to respect where you're sitting. I'm a different person than you remember. Back of the deck says, I miss you regardless of how things are looking on the outside of the situation. I don't know how you feel. I will find my way back to you, because it will never be over for me. And there is this sense of unconditional type of love here. Missing you comes in waves. Tonight I am drowning. It's a beautiful song. I believe it's a country song. I am aglow with thoughts of you. And this is from a Sarah Harmer song. And it really talks about, you know, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sarah Harmer. She's a Canadian songwriter, and she's got a beautiful voice. But, you know, it really talks about how we think a lot about the past and about these people that we have strong connections with. And sometimes the stories that I think about aren't even true. They're not real anymore. These beautiful memories I have of the past I'm not even sure if they're real. And there's a point in the song where it says, it doesn't even matter if they're true or not because they're true for me. And I'm a globe. It doesn't matter. So they're just saying, you know, it doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter if you have moved on. It doesn't matter if I remember things wrong. I love the memories that I have of you, and I'm going to hold them precious to me. Do you still think about me? I have some growing up to do. These ones don't even belong in that deck. You should be here. Let's get one more. Home is wherever you are. Back of the deck is, I keep dreaming of the past. I feel like you really are infiltrating this person's dream. We have lots of dreaming cards here. All right. If they had 0 filter, what would they say to you? We have the 8 of Swords coming out already. The Lovers. The 8 of Swords. And the 7 of Cups. So a sense of confusion right now. Feeling confused about this connection. Confused about how you're feeling as well. There is this sense of, there's Gemini energy with the Lovers and a sense of decision. Like I have to make a choice or you have to make a choice. Lots of deep attraction though with the Lovers and a sense of soulmate energy as well. We do have the 8 of Swords. This person is saying something is holding me back. It can be my insecurities, my fears. But the 8 of Swords is about a mental infliction that we place upon ourselves. It's not a true imprisonment. We kind of create the prison ourselves with our fears. Okay, we have Libra in the bowl today. We have E. We have J and Z or N. We have the key, the lock. So there's secrets that are being kept and have been kept here for way too long. We have the rabbit, and the rabbit is a very aware creature of its surroundings, but they do disappear at the first sign of danger. So I feel like this person is watching you, but from afar. They're not liking photos. They're not posting comments. They're just kind of getting in, getting their fix, and getting out. We have the marijuana charm, and we do have the Empress charm with the flat shell in the bowl. So you could have a motherhood connection here, or there could be children involved as well. About abundance though, and it really is about putting somebody on a pedestal. All right, group number 3, that is what I have for you. I hope that it resonated with your situation, and if it did, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel as well if you feel called to, and hit the notification bell and the like button. It truly does help me to bring more content to you. You can check out my links below if you're interested in a private reading with me. The link to do so is down below. But mostly I hope that you come back and visit me here on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Take care.